Hey, beautiful friends. I hope you're having an amazing day wherever you are. Welcome to another episode of the Bobbi Jo and Sheena Show. Two friends, two mindset coaches here just to discuss the woos of life. Today we're going to talk about self-image. That self-image is it's it's the mecca. It's of everything. And I work with clients for years and they're still working through because we have so many paradigms on us of things that labels and what we should be doing or could or have or whatever. And when you really comes down, we come down to love. It all comes down to the same thing, peace, right? Sheena, we talked about this before. We're born that way and we're looking for that our whole life and we end up dying that way. Finding that inner peace within and not all this mental stuff out here. So self-image. What is your self-image? There's a lot of questions in that. I'm gonna let Sheena take it away because it's just all of a sudden just so many things came into my head all the years of coaching, and I'm like, oh God, self-image is such a big one. You're not who you think you are. And we'll just leave. Do not. I know you're gonna come up with a quote off that, Sheena. But
Well,
we're
I
not
know
who we
that
think we really are. Go ahead, go
yeah,
take it.
I know that with my with my kids, and I wish I could have told them this when they were younger. You are not your body, you are not
Mm.
your mind, you are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions, you are not any of it. You are literally the spirit within. The essence of who you are is so great. But we're playing a little story. And so sometimes I know I had one person who didn't like the idea that I had called her life a story. It was as if I'd sort of poo-pooed it, and she didn't like it meant nothing. And I said, well, when you understand where I'm coming from, it's just like the story actually becomes really important, but not important at the same time. It's a really funny thing. It's like when you can let go of the story, then you start to enjoy the story. There's something different about it because before it was all attachment, and now it's just like, oh, look at this story coming up again. My goodness, you know. So, who, when you, a man without vision will perish, and so unless there's a vision, is like where you're going, in the end is the in the beginning is the end. So there has to be something that you're working towards. So who is that person? Unless you don't want anything to change, then carry on doing what you're doing. Like, just please, because it's just like the Rubik's cube. You just get it all fixed up, and then somebody comes along and messes it up again. But it's still all the same Rubik's cube. Well, we want to have a bigger Rubik's cube, something different. I mean, you don't have to. If you're okay where you are, that's absolutely fine. But it's the same problems coming around, the same vibration. But what do you really want? And then you need to be that person, not try to get there, but who is the person that has what you want? What would be the conversation going on in your head at the time? I mean, if there's one thing that I could really imprint on you, impress on you, is what is the inner conversation that matches the person who has what you have? What you
Mm-hmm.
want to have. You've
Yeah,
got to
I understand.
repeat that, repeat that, repeat that, repeat that. And you're not allowed to say anything else. You're not allowed, not once. It's got to be 100% commitment, let me tell you, because even a 99% commitment, you could have been 3 feet from gold and you missed the mark. It's like me saying to Bobbi Jo before the phone calls came, phones, we had phones, and I say, Bobbi Jo, meet me there, and don't move. And Bobbi Jo's gone, is that Sheena one? And off she goes and moves. And then I come and I meet her where she was. And she's gone. Well, that's like your goal. You were there and then you walked away. Anyway, that's
Yeah,
my
I like that. Right, Bob Park used to say that. Don't leave yourself an escape route. No, there's no back. There's no back door. And you said that. Just have the awareness of your story, awareness of who you are, awareness of where you are blatantly right now, raw and truth, who you are for all your flaws, loving you, and then think about who is it I want to be? Because why did you want that in your heart? And make sure it's in your heart, not up here. You don't want what everyone else has because they all have it. Like maybe you have 8 girlfriends and they've all talked about it. I was kind of like the inner circle. I really never ever wanted to be in the inner circle. And, everyone else was like running to that. I always felt like it was a little high school. So Sheena and I belong to a company that we train under, and everyone have to do certain sales to get in to talk to Bob Proctor, and everyone always wanted that, and I never did. It was kind of like everyone wanted it, and I kind of was like, I'll just kind of go over this way. So it's that just awareness of who you are, what the story is, why do you want it, and then committing yourself 100% to that person and just be it. And all these books you see here, these self-help books, whatever way you're looking, they all say the same thing. Coming from the wish fulfilled, you already are that person. So who are you? Step into it. Step into your greatness. That's all I have. Self-image. It's really important, and we can talk about it for days, literally.
Oh my God, yeah. I've got some more things I could, but we'll leave it for there for now because I'm sure there'll be more in more episodes. Like, share, subscribe, send this on to somebody you know, reach out, tell us what it is that you want to hear, and we'll talk about it. Ask us any questions. Somebody said that to me before. What could you talk about for 30 minutes? I don't know. Tell me what you want to talk about, and then we'll talk
Mm.
about it.
Love it. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.